All is well. So my name is Bernadette Henry, and I am just here to talk to you for a little while, okay? And you see the title, basically, waiting for everything to be perfect is going to stop your progress. Yes, it's going to stop your progress. So there's a lot of things that people want to do. There are a lot of gifts that people have. And it's like they're sitting and they're waiting for the opportune moment, the opportune time, the opportune look, the opportune settings, the opportune money, just the opportune everything. And, you know, a lot of times you just gotta go. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. Whatever it is that you want to do, you just have to go. A lot of people are sitting around on these gifts and talents and they're waiting for approval. They're waiting for people's approval to say, oh, okay, everything's set. You can do it now. Or they're waiting to have a certain amount of money so they can do this. Or they're waiting to have a professional edit their YouTube video, or they're waiting to get their hair and nails done, or they're waiting for someone to say, oh girl, that's a great idea, you should go for it. Yes, girl, yes, yes. People are waiting for these moments that sometimes are not going to come. Now, y'all know we are in this corona, right? And in this corona, the nail salons ain't open. The hair salons ain't open. The stores for you to get a new outfit ain't open. It's just not open. We don't know when it's going to be open. So what if you wanted to go on Facebook Live and do a video, right? Or do some YouTube videos, and you're sitting here like, oh man, I can't do no video today because my hair ain't done, my nails ain't done, my feet ain't done. Matter of fact, let me take this off right here, okay? Look at this, y'all. My hair ain't done. You think I care? I got a message. You know what I'm saying? What I got to say out my mouth is more important than what my hair is looking like right now. Let me tell you, this video will be going to YouTube, okay? Let me tell you, and wherever else I need to put it. Because what I'm saying out of my mouth is more important than what my hair look like right now, what this scarf look like on my head right now, what all of this in the background in my kitchen is looking like right now. What I got to say is more important. So my whole point being is, what if the world doesn't open back up until August? So you're going to sit on your gifts and your talents because you can't get your hair done now. You can't get your nails done now. You don't have money to go buy yourself a ring light or an expensive camera or whatever those excuses that you have that are holding you back from doing what you got to do. You got to squash it. Just squash it. You know what I'm saying? Like this little piece of light right here, I got from Best Buy, probably for like $40, you know? And even if I didn't have this little piece of light right here, like I would still be doing my recording. And matter of fact, I'm doing my recording on my phone, on my Note 10 phone. And yes, I will be saving this same video and I will be maybe popping the color a bit. And I'm going to put this on YouTube, Periscope, Pinterest, wherever it needs to go, because what I'm saying out my mouth is more important than the quality of this. Now, this is a nice clear video, though. I'm just going to tell y'all that now. But that's not my point. So my point is, a lot of you are just sitting on some, thank you so much for tagging your friend, Lena. So a lot of people are sitting on these things that they want to do, and they're like, oh, this is not the right time. This is the right time. It's always the right time. And you don't need somebody else's approval. Let me tell you something. Y'all know I've been in this space for a while, especially if you're new. But Lena, your name is new to me, so I think you're new to me and who I am. But I have been in these online streets for a minute, doing things. And people know me for certain things. And then there's other things that I need to do and that I want to do. So for example, life coach. I just got my life coach certification last year, right? But kind of realized that I really didn't need that because I've been a case manager. I've been doing case management for like the last 21 years now, you know, especially the main population has been mental health. I work with HIV. I work with mentally developmental. But the things that really developed me was working with mental health and working with people with HIV, because not only was I able to help them with their stuff, but I became a student. So basically my clients, once they were able to trust me, they were able to trust me with certain stories that I'm not even a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a social worker. Thank you so much. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a social worker, you know, but as a case manager, we're there at like the nitty gritty of their lives. So we are in their clients' homes. So we kind of get to see the real client. So like when a client, and I'm not saying this to undermine social workers, therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, medical doctors, because everybody has their place. But when a person, for instance, like one of my clients, when they go to their psychiatrist or their therapist, they may tell therapist certain things, right, that they want them to hear, or that they want them to see, or they may put on this certain facade to get maybe things that they want, or because they have to do this for the purposes of keeping up with their treatment, or putting on the SSI paper, oh yeah, I'm still going to therapy, so I do still qualify for these services because of this condition that I have. So when you're a case manager, you're actually going into these people's homes. So you're seeing them at their most relaxed time. Like, they don't have to put on this facade for you per se, because you don't have the power, or as a case manager, I don't have the power to prescribe medication, or I don't have the power to mandate them to this, or I don't have the power to this. All I can do is listen to and refer, or listen to and report as needed, and then take the proper steps from there. So a lot of my education when it comes to being a case manager has come from my clients, from being a student of my clients. And I think that being a student of my clients and listening and learning from my clients has been some of the best education that I have received. Yes, it's still good for me to maybe eventually go on and finish and go get my social work degree and all that other good stuff. Hopefully someday it'll happen, but it just ain't happened yet. But it's not to undermine who I am as a case manager and what I do and the effect that I have on people's life. So with that being said, going back to the life coach, because y'all know I just be going on when it comes to like the life coaching. When I read the manual, like I took Tony Gaskin's program, when I read the thing for life coaching, I'm like, yo, this is the same kind of work I've been doing for the last 18, 19, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So with the life coaching, right, it's something that I will be doing on my own terms. So when I work as a case manager for different agencies, I'm doing the work according to what the goal of the agency is. So if the goal of this agency is to make sure they stay stable in their housing or stable in their mental health while they maintain their housing, that's the goal of that agency. Or if this goal of the agency is to find them housing, my job is to just work with them until they find the housing. Now, as a life coach, basically you're considered a motivational friend. That's basically, like, this right here could be a session. I'm doing like a group session right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I could if I wanted to, I could have took this same topic, like got me a free conferencecall.com account. I'm giving y'all the game. If I wanted to, right? I could have put a post or advertisement up and said, hey, I'm gonna do a session on 10 ways to just go for it anyway. I could have said, go to freeconferencecall.com, or y'all PayPal me $20 and we could have this session. That could have been a life coaching session. You know what I'm saying? So this is how easy it is to make money. But some people sit here and they overthink. So let me just I'm going to use myself an example. Like I said, I have this life coaching thing, right? And I had three kinds of people, or three kinds of women that I wanted to work with. Number one, the kind of woman that I wanted to work with was moms of newly diagnosed autistic children. So these moms, they were dealing with their anger, denial, guilt, grief, shame. These things they're dealing with, and because they're dealing with these things, it's keeping them from really getting their child the help that they need. So I basically wanted to help moms, I am actually helping moms still get through those initial phases, right? And then the second type of mom is like that mom that has that low self-worth. And as a result of them having low self-worth, they're unable to fulfill their life's desires because this thing that they're going through is standing in their way. And then the third type of woman that I wanted to work with was women who's been through certain things, depression, molestation, whatever the issue that these women has gone through, and not really being their counselor or their therapist, but working with them to see that they need this help, and working them and holding them accountable to get this help so that they can be free within themselves, so that they can go on with their lives and be better mothers, or be better wives, or be like better businesswoman, whatever they want to do. Because a lot of times when you have these things that mentally block you, that physically block you, that emotionally block you, it stops you from pursuing your goals and going after your goals and your dreams and doing the things that you have to do, because there's a lot of things that you have to work down inside. And when you are not feeling good about yourself, that's going to affect how you see yourself, and knowing that you have these wonderful gifts inside, you're not going to be able to pursue anything. So basically, going back to what I was saying, I was sitting on this life coaching thing, and I really didn't go after it because I'm sitting here like, I was looking to have a specific program in place, or a specific method to the madness, or a specific this. But it's crazy how all the time I'll see a sister going through something, and I'll pick up the phone and call her and be like, hey, queen, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And by the time I think about it, the advice that I'm spitting out, I'm like, yo, this could have been a session that I could have got paid for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because what I did is I listened to the person, right? I got the information that I needed, and then I was able to give them advice. And then in addition to the advice, I was able to give them actionable steps. And then I tell the people, hey, I'm going to follow up with you in a week or two to see how everything's progressing. That's basically what life coaching is. So I'm sitting here and I'm double guessing, thinking, and I'm just like, yo, what's my problem? Why haven't I jumped on this? Because it's like I'm looking at other people that's out there and looking how they have their little program, and not to undermine the programs and stuff like that, but now looking how they have their programs and this, that, and the third, and it's like you sitting there and I'm sitting there like, I gotta do all of that first. But in actuality, you don't have to do all of that first. You don't have to. A life coach is a motivational friend. Like, you have a problem, you contact me, hey, let's talk about this. And because I'm taking my time, I'm taking my experience, I'm taking my knowledge, and I'm passing that on to you. That's basically what life coaching is. So anyway, moving back. So that's just giving you a personal example of me. So just like the other day, I joined this manifestation, and I forgot what it's called, but manifestation and money or something like that. Manifestation and marketing or something like that. And the crazy thing about it is that the two phenomenal, powerful leaders that is leading this, they said that they came up with this idea in 24 hours. So they said they did a webinar yesterday, and on the webinar, they was like, oh, we decided to do this 24 hours ago. And I'm like, are you serious? Like me, okay, so for those of you that know, I have a jump rope group on Facebook, right? This jump rope group is free, but I've been thinking about doing like a monthly membership group because there's so much more that I can offer to the marketplace and to the world based on my experience, based on everything that I've taught, based on the continual feedback that I continue to get from people. But I was sitting there overthinking like, oh, what can I offer at this price point? And what can I offer this? And can I offer that? And I should offer this, and should I do that? And basically, that's where all of that overthinking comes. You know, you're trying to think that things need to be a certain way for you to actually accomplish your goal. But the thing is, you just got to get it. And when these women said that they just came up with this idea 24 hours ago, and they had 100-something people on their webinar, I was like, and I've been sitting on an idea of a group since like last year. Like, it's crazy. Like, I made the group already. I made like the page on my website. I put up the payment information, all that. And I never launched it because I'm just like trying to think, okay, what am I missing from it? Or maybe looking at what other people had and saying, okay, maybe I need to add this, or I need to put this, or let me see what this coach say, or let me see what that coach say. You know, and sometimes you just have to be your own voice of reason because what will happen is by the time you start talking to like 3, 4, 5 people, like every person is saying something different. And then you start to say, oh my God, like, okay, this person is saying do this, but this person is saying don't do that. But then this person is saying if you do this, this is going to happen. Or that person is saying, oh, but you need to have this first in place. No, you just got to go out there and do it, whatever it is, because people are always going to doubt you. And then when people are doubting you, it's what it's doing is it's enhancing the doubt that you already have on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you have to sit there and you have to make a decision in your mind, right? And you have to be confident in yourself and know that you're valuable. Know what you bring to the marketplace, and you just got to go after it, because and you learn as you go. You learn as you go, but you got to do it. You cannot wait for the perfect scenario. You cannot wait for the perfect camera. You cannot wait for the perfect ring light. You cannot wait for the perfect background. You cannot wait for the perfect hairdo, the perfect nail do, the perfect outfit, the perfect editing tool. You can't do it. You want to do something, you just got to do it, because let me tell you something. Everybody starts from somewhere. Everybody starts from somewhere. And it takes many years to become an overnight wonder. You don't just get up one day. Eventually, like let me tell you something. I have this little piece of light right here that I got from Best Buy that cost me like $50 or like $30. I think it cost me like $40, right? But at one time, I never used to have a ring light. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a little something. Like, I know they have like these fancy ring lights and fancy circles, but that's not what I got. I got to work with what I'm working with. I'm making a little bit of effort. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to stop overthinking, and you just have to do it. You just have to go for it. For example, I've been doing a lot of things in business for many years, but I haven't really fully applied myself because I was always wondering what this person thinking, what that person thinking, what that person thinking. And once February came, I had to make a decision. I said, look, it's either I'm going to go hard or I'm going to like go all in, or I'm not going to go at all. And once I got that mindset together, I started filling my mind up with positivity. So people, like, I'll listen to like coaches, or not even like work on them with a one-on-one basis, but work with them like or like listening, like being in their monthly group programs or looking at their content and really saying to myself, okay, let me take this in and just filling my mind with that, because these people, they're giving you actionable steps, and then they're letting you know you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. So it's just a matter of just doing it. And it's like whatever you reap that's what you're going to sow. I mean, whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. I don't even know. I gotta get together. You reap what you sow, right? So whatever you're putting in is what you're going to get out, what you're going to give out, what you're going to put out. So you have to fill your mind with those things. You have to fill yourself up with I can, I will, I can, I will, I can, I will, I can, I will. And that's what you got to do. You just got to go for it. Like I said, stop waiting for people's approvals. Because you're never going to get people approval. Some people are going to tell you yes, some people are going to tell you no, some people are going to tell you maybe, and because it's like the more people that you talk to, the more you're going to start to adopt yourself. You have to be around people who breathe and speak life into you and your vision. Yes, you got to be around people that's going to elevate you. You cannot be around people that's either going to make you feel mediocre or make you feel bad or make you feel down. And if you are around those people, like if you have to be around those people, then you're going to have to fill your mindset up with these certain things so that when they start to talk and things like that, that you can easily just tune them out. It goes in one ear and out the other, because sometimes you cannot change people. You cannot control how people feel about you. But then there are those people that you don't have to be around 24/7, that you can easily just tune out and say, okay, look, I don't need this today. Boom. This is what I'm going to take out of my life. So you control like what comes in. But my whole point is, whatever that gift is that you have, it's time. While we're in this corona, I know there's so many mixed messages coming around, and people are saying, hey, if you don't come out with this thing with a new skill, like, I agree with that. But then there's some people that's like, oh, you shouldn't say that to people, because people should just relax and You know what? To each his own. Whatever you want to do, you do it. If you feel that you have a message that you have to give out to the world, give it to the world. Right now is the best time to manifest your gift. Right now is the best time, because people are bored. People are in their house. Let me tell you, so many people are watching like it's on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. They're watching Facebook and stuff more than ever. You think people are not watching? So if you have this gift to the world, get online. What's this? Workout finish. I already know. Okay, so if you have a message to the world, get out, because people are listening. Like, imagine, I don't even know, like, I see people are here watching, but I don't even know what your mindset is before you watch this video. Maybe you were sitting here on a gift. Maybe you wanted to, let me see, something simple. Maybe you wanted to do like a little group coaching program, right? And you're sitting here doubting yourself like, I need to have this in place. I need to have that in place. I need to have this in place. And you're sitting here doubting yourself. But these people are out here, and people are looking for information. People are searching constantly on Google or Facebook or whatever. People are constantly searching for information. So you don't know the mindset of what people are thinking. And then imagine you on Facebook, you go on live doing something like this, and you stop dead in your track like, oh, shucks, she telling me I could do it. She telling me I'm great. She's telling me I'm everything. She's telling me that I can go out there and fulfill my dreams, and that I shouldn't wait to have my hair done. I shouldn't wait to have my nails done. I shouldn't wait to have the perfect ring light. I should just go ahead and do it. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Yes, you're start researching how to edit your YouTube and Instagram videos. Perfect time. Yes, girl. Yes. Let me tell you something. I was just telling somebody earlier, right? I have been posting on, I didn't even realize I was posting on YouTube that long. I've been posting on YouTube since about 2008 or something like that, right? I'm not one to be doing the whole editing and all of that stuff, right? So I was telling this person earlier that back in 2012, right? I was in the gym, right? I had an iPad, so I don't know what kind of iPad that was back in 2012, but it wasn't like the best quality. So I literally took that iPad. I usually took that iPad. I propped it up on a piece of gym equipment. I walked to the treadmill. I did my dance, and then I posted that raw video. It had no music. It had no color. It had no, when I tell you I did nothing to this video, I did nothing to this video. And I took that video in its glory, however it was, and I put it on YouTube, right? And 2 years later, I got a call from the Dr. Oz show. They saying, hey, can you come on our show? Now imagine if I would have kept that video in my iPad until I could have found somebody that could have edited the video, that could have put some light to it, that could have put some music to it, that could have... Imagine if I would have waited like a whole year later, you know, to try to put the perfect situation for that video. I wouldn't have got that call to be on the Dr. Oz show. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got the call. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to work with what you have now. Right now, I'm still not into editing videos, but what I will do is, like, say this video, for example, when this video is over, I'm going to save it to my camera roll. I'm probably going to put it in shot. I'm going to pop the color, so I'm going to saturate the color, and I'll probably put a background to it, and that's going to be my YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. You know, some videos I'm able to take. So like when I did my whole jump into spring video, because like I said, I'm very simplistic. I have no patience for all of this editing and all of that stuff. So with, like, say for instance, with my with the jump rope challenge that I just did the other day, I did like my tutorial, and then there may be a part where I messed up, or a part that I was talking that it wasn't really relevant at that time. So I went into Power Editor. That's a good thing too. It's called Power Director, and it's very simple on my Samsung. And I went into Power Director, and it makes it easy for me to just cut out the little piece. Boom, cut out the little piece, save it, put it in shot, saturate the color, put a background, write my name on it, boom, and post it. That's basically the gist to my editing skills. But I do something now. Like, I do a little bit of something. But let me tell you something. The message that you have to the world is better than what you're working with right now. Let me tell you something. If you have content, put it out there. Put it out there. Evolve, yes. But put it out there now. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Just, even podcasts, right? There's a lot of people that's been wanting a podcast. And like me, I've been wanting to do a podcast. But then I start to think, maybe I need the right microphone. Maybe I need the right content. Maybe I need the right this. But let me tell you something. If you keep waiting, that message is not going to be heard by the masses, and you need your message to be heard. So what I did is I downloaded anchor.com, right? Anchor.fm, and basically on your phone, you hold the little red thing, the red button, you speak, you upload it. That's what you do. You know, like what I did, because how I started my podcast, I basically wanted to repurpose my blogs because I had a lot of blogs sitting on my website. So what I did is I downloaded anchor.fm, I read my blogs, and boom, that was a podcast. Or if I felt like I just wanted to, like right now, this video that I'm doing, this is very random. I did not think about this. This was just a thought that came because I've been doing coaching with people since last night. I coached one of my friends, and it wasn't something that it was planned. It was just a matter of, the thing is, she was just like, I need to call you. And when she called me, I wasn't expecting the conversation to go how it went. But that conversation, when I spoke to my friend, it gave me confirmation that I need to just do what I've been doing. And I need to stop overthinking, because what I did for my friend last night was literally a life coaching session. That's something that I've been wanting to do. That was a life coaching session. And then today, one of my friends, she went live today, and she was just spitting some fire, but she's very well-rounded and well-versed in what she does. Like, I mean, she just has so many different ways. And then to hear her say, I'm not monetizing this right now, I had to call her after her live was over. I was like, yo, sis, I'm like, stop it. I'm like, you overthinking. And then she was like, oh, but my hair. I was like, I don't care about your hair. Okay, I don't care about your nails. What you had to say up here was way better than how your hair looks. And let me tell you, people will respect that. People respect when you real and raw. You see how I am now? This is me. I'm being real. I'm being raw. But when I go back and listen to this over again, I'm going to be like, yo, I'm spitting the fire. Even now, some of y'all that's watching, y'all agreeing with me. Y'all know I'm spitting fire. And this fire that I'm spitting out of here is way better than what I have on my head or what my background look like or whatever, because I'm I'm speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just have to go for it no matter what. Stop listening to people. Like, yeah, your word, and it's not even your word, it's your knowledge, it's your experience. That's the thing right now. Everybody is monetizing their expertise, monetizing their knowledge, because there's something that you have to offer the world that somebody else ain't doing. And the longer you keep sitting here double guessing yourself, somebody that don't even have a plan is sitting here and just because they had the will to do it, they did it. Because a lot of times you may sit there and say, for example, like, and this is just to be really vague. So say, for example, I'm a jump rope instructor, and I am a jump rope instructor, but I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to jump rope. I've studied under some amazing people, and this is something that I've been doing for many years in my life, right? So say I'm sitting here, right? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I want to make this group. I want to make this membership group. I want to make this. I want to make that. I want to make this. And then I'm just sitting here overthinking, because now I'm like, okay, this is not right. That's not right. This needs to be in place. That needs to be in place. I don't have enough money. I don't have good lighting. I don't have this. I'm fat. You're like, so many excuses that you start to like put in your head, and you feed yourself and you talk yourself out of what you want to do. But then you see another mediocre jumper that don't even have jump rope skills like you do, and they come and they do everything that you've been saying that you want to do, and they're killing it. Because why? They had a will to do it. They just said, I don't care, no matter what, it's gonna get done. But yet still the expert is sitting here double guessing myself. What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, so whatever it is that you want to do for yourself, do it. Okay, so and I'm gonna just give you some free game right here. Okay, and I'm gonna use this life coach example. So say you wanted to mentor young girls, right? You want to mentor teenagers, right? And you're sitting here and you're trying to have this in place or that in place or that in place. When all you got to do is go to freeconferencecall.com. freeconferencecall.com. Get you a PayPal link, right? And it will be paypal.me/whatever. Go to canva.com or get a Canva link and put up a session for girls 16, how to have confidence when a guy rejects you for prom. I'm just giving you like a blatant example. So you could say you're going to do a whole series on how to overcome rejection from prom, because that hurts a lot of these teenagers out here. They get rejected. They don't get to go with the guy that they want. So they're like, whatever. So you sit here, right? And you put a Canva, so you go live. First of all, you go live on Facebook, right? And you give like 3 ways to cope with getting rejected from prom, right? And then you're going to have people on this slide that go like, yeah, girl, I was sad, I was depressed, I was upset, I was mad, I didn't know what to do, oh my God, right? And then that's feedback, right? So now you're starting to get this feedback from these people, and they telling you exactly how you feel, feeding into that content, right? So then you sit there and you're like, damn, wow, look at this, I got, this is what these people are feeling. And then you got to realize that those like 5 people that was on your live video, you didn't even expect like all of that to come out from them, you know? So then you sit here and you're like, yo, I need to do this on a bigger level. So then you go to canva.com or whatever, you make you a little poster that says, I'm gonna do a coaching session for 15 girls I was rejected from prom, and I'm going to give them like the whole blah, 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 blah. You go to freeconferencecall.com, right? You give these people the telephone number, right? And a PayPal link or whatever way you want to get paid. And you have them pay. You get on freeconferencecall.com. You do your call for like an hour, and boom, you done made some money. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just got to stop, you know, over guessing and double guessing. Hey, LaQuania, how you doing? So you just have to sit here and, like I said, stop double guessing yourself. Because let me tell you, when LaQuania and Antonetta, when I got into their thing in their webinar that I still got to finish listening to, and they said that they came up with this thought in 24 hours and they executed, I was like, yo, I've been sitting on all this stuff for like a year. Okay, so That's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I got to say. This was so random. I still got some things I need to do before 8 o'clock. But thank you so much for listening to me. I just really want to be an encouragement for you that's out here that's really like sitting down, you know, sitting on your goals because you're waiting for either other people's approval or you're waiting to get your hair, nails, toes done, ring light, perfect camera. Just go for it. The perfect editing tools. Just go for it. Just be raw. Just be real. Just be you. Let me tell you something. People are going to appreciate both sides. So people are going to appreciate when you're well polished, but also people are going to appreciate when you're raw. And let me tell you something. For me, when I'm raw, when I'm in my true element, that's when I really be giving the most. And I be listening to myself like, damn, girl, you was on fire. You was spitting that hot fire. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know I be excited. And this is what y'all get out of me when I do my random stuff, because I just give my best, because this is what I do. Like in my job as a case manager, like I just have to be there, respond to the situation as is. And it's a lot of times you thinking on the spot, you real. Let me say, I could be on here all day, but let me tell y'all something. I definitely appreciate y'all being here, y'all listening to me. If you are watching me, Lena, you've been here since the beginning of this broadcast. Let me know when you decide to launch that YouTube channel, when you decide to launch that Instagram. I want you to tell me tomorrow. I want you to come back to this video tomorrow and say, girl, I put that video up, okay? You gotta do it. Stop waiting for the perfect scenario, because there will never be a perfect scenario. Thank y'all so much. I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.